Hi guys, it's Zigzag here. So today we're going to be opening up another pack of Zendikar Rising. This is the second pack I've opened, I'll be opening my second pack, and this is the second pack from the pre-release kit thing. So let's begin. The art on the back, basically ad cards looks really good. So I mean, it does look a lot better than the stuff that was on the Throne of Eldraine, Theros Beyond Death, and Ikoria stuff. But that's just my opinion. So first up we have Tazim Royal Mage. Tazim Royal Mage, 2 mana. 2 mana, creature, merfolk, wizard. 2/1. Kicker, 4 mana. When Tazim Royal Mage enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. The Royal can be directed. Observe. This goes in the third slot. Yep. Next up we have Farsight Adept. Farsight Adept, 3 mana, creature, core, wizard, 3/3. When Farsight Adept enters the battlefield, you and target opponent each draw a card. I've walked every one of the teetering peaks and never set a foot wrong. I can get you to safety. Alright, slot 5. Next up, we have Fissure Wizard. This actually goes on the same page. So, Fissure Wizard, 2 mana, creature, goblin, wizard, 2/1. When Fissure Wizard enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. You might call up a burst of lava or a raging hellion from Akom's volcanic depths, or you might just fall in. Alright. Next up we have Uraga Visionary, or Joraga. I'm going to go with Uraga, just because I like the sound better. should be 88. The art on Nisa's Zendikar just distracted me. There's a little guy dancing right in front of the monster in the background. Anyways, Uraga Visionary. 4 mana, creature, elf wizard, 3/2. When Uraga Visionary enters the battlefield, draw a card. If you only follow where the paths lead, you merely go where others have gone before you. Alright, next up, Expedition Skulker. These first few packs take so long because I read every card and I'm having to go through the process of adding in all of these pages. Once a lot of pages are in, I'll go through and fill in the rest, but for now I feel like this is more fun, at least for me. Actually, yeah, this goes there. Alright. Expedition Skulker. 2 mana, creature, vampire rogue, 2/2. Expedition Skulker has Death Touch as long as you control another rogue. Rogues bring an array of useful skills to the work of an adventuring party. Stealth, agility, the ability to locate and disarm traps, and a subtle, deadly fighting style. Yeah, kind of noticed that I may end up having to move the camera up and where I'm shooting up. Anyways. Next up, Skyclave Sentinel. Just because the little foot for this camera mount that I'm using kind of blocks the binder from going down any further, so yeah, I'm probably try that next video. Alright, Skyclave Sentinel. The first artifact, somewhere between here. Skyclave Sentinel, 3 mana, artifact creature, gargoyle, 2/3. Kicker, 4 mana, flying, defender. When Skyclave Sentinel, if Skyclave Sentinel was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. As long as Skyclave Sentinel has a +1/+1 counter on it, it can attack as though it didn't have defender. Alright, yeah. 253. I mean, it costs a lot for what is basically just a blocker. I mean, if you want it to attack, it costs 7 mana, so. Next up, we have Vanquish the Weak, the second to last black card in this set. So, Vanquish the Weak. 3 mana, instant. Destroy target creature with power 3 or less. Open conflict between expeditionary houses or even individual adventuring parties is discouraged, but accidents happen. Alright, interesting. Risen Riptide is next. Alright, Risen Riptide. 3 mana, creature, elemental, 0/5. Whenever you cast a kicked spell, Risen Riptide has base power and toughness 5/5 until end of turn. Most days the sea is my friend, but only most days. Yori N, Expedition Leader. Next up, Sizzling Barrage. Sizzling Barrage, 2 mana, instant. Sizzling Barrage deals 4 damage to target creature that blocked this turn. 1,000 sparks can burn through your defenses just as quickly as one massive blast. Adhikar, Akum Elementalist. Next up, Dauntless Unity. Dauntless Unity, 2 mana, instant. Kicker, 2 mana. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. If this spell was kicked, those creatures get +2/+1 until end of turn instead. Alright, next up we have Moss Pit Skeleton. Yeah, I was kind of worried about this earlier, that the first duplicate I had would actually be a uncommon or a rare, which is an interesting thing. Oh, this is an uncommon, by the way. Yep. So next up we have Mind Carver. This is a black artifact, so it actually sits with the black cards. It's kind of like how I think it was Throne of Eldraine that had that set of colored artifacts. Or was it Theros Beyond Death? I forget which one specifically, but yeah, one of those two sets had a full, I'm pretty sure it was Throne of Eldraine, that had a full set of colored artifacts. I think one was like Crystal Slipper and a Corridor Monitor and all of those, but this is basically the same. So Mind Carver, 1 mana, artifact equipment. When Mind Carver enters the battlefield, Attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. It gets +3/+1 instead as long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Equip 3 mana. So, yep. So it's interesting. This card is card number 131, and this is card number 113. But because they both have the same digits, they actually occupy the same slot on the page. That being 2 1s and 1 3. Alright, so for the final uncommon, we have Soul Mad Treachery. Okay, oh, Song Mad Treachery, okay. I thought I had that wrong in my sheet. So, Song Mad Treachery, 5 mana, sorcery. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. I'm not proud of the things I did, but all I could think about at the time was how to make the noise stop. Yavaltz, Seagate Expeditionary House. And on the other side, Song Mad Ruins, land. Song Mad Ruins enters the battlefield tapped. Tap to add 1 red mana. They call it the Singing City, but those eerie sounds aren't music. They worm their way into your brain until rational thought is impossible. Yavaltz, Seagate Expeditionary House. Okay. And then for the rare, we have Xanath Sand, the Trickster. The final multicolored card of this set. Zareth Sand. So we've got Zareth Sand, the Trickster. Blue-black, 5 mana. Legendary creature, Merfolk Rogue. 4/4. Flash, 4 mana. Return an unblocked attacking rogue you control to its owner's hand. Put Zareth Sand, the Trickster, from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Whenever Zareth Sand deals combat damage to a player, you may put target permanent card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Okay, slot 8. For the land slot, we have 272 Swamp. So it's just a swamp. Goes right there. Yep. And then for the token, we have token 7, which is Insect. Then we've got insect, a 1 token creature insect, 1/1. It is token number 7, so yeah. Starting to feel like most of the pages are at least added into here. We should have about 30-ish, 28 pages in here right now, which should cover almost 270 cards. So there's still a little bit of space. I mean, we're gonna have to add a few more pages going forward still, but most of them should be in there already. So fresh card box for this set, and yep, 1 duplicate, which was unfortunately our first duplicate, is the uncommon from this pack. Sorry, there was a little not sure what to call it, a fleck or a burr or something. Anyways, yeah, so this has been Zigzag. Thank you for joining me for this pack opening. Bye.